The single stroke 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Single stroke 7. Okay, so we're going to play a groove on the hi-hat and snare drum, both hands, a sextuplet starting on 1 and ending on the snare drum. Bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, all right? Just like this. 3, 4. And the bass drum is going to be on 1, 2. 3, 4. All right, then we're going to finish out the groove, a backbeat on the end of 4 later on. So here we go. This is the groove using a single stroke 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweet groove, right? Okay, now we're going to learn a fill using single stroke 7s. Really simple. We're going to put the first one here on the snare drum, second one on the mounted tom, and then the last one we're going to play the first 4 notes on the snare, last 2 on the tom, and then boom with the crash in the bass drum. So it'll go bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, bigga-da-bigga-da-boom. You can sing it with me. Bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, bigga-da-bigga-da-boom. 2, ready, sing. Bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, bigga-da-bigga-da-boom. And you can kind of visualize it too as you sing it. Just look at the drum that you want to play. If you can sing it, you can play it. All right, so we're going to play a little groove and we're going to get into that fill. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so you might have noticed my hi-hat, my left foot, was playing eighth notes. You can try it without that at first, but for me, it's actually easier. It helps me count. So if you can, tap your foot on eighth notes on the hi-hat. I noticed a couple other things I was doing I didn't really explain, but sometimes I'd play a drag before the sextuplet. And that's quite all right. If you want to put those kind of nuances in there, you can put a little drag before that one on the snare drum, so it goes like this. Right? Just a little drag before you play that first sextuplet. That's perfectly okay. Those little nuances, fantastic. Now remember, if you noticed, I was very relaxed. Don't pound these singles out. Let them rebound, okay, and relax. They're going to sound a lot better than if you're pounding. Okay, I got another fill for you using single stroke 7s. We're going to make it a little tricky, a little challenging. We're going to start on the upbeat. Okay, so we got a groove that accents the upbeat. We're going to play on the dome of the cymbal, on the groove, on the upbeat, and then the first fill is going to start on the upbeat of 1. No big deal, don't worry, I'm going to show you. Okay, so it's 1 bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, 1 bigga-da-bigga-da-bop. Both of the sextuplets, or both of the single stroke 7s are going to start on the upbeat of 1, then the upbeat of 3. So it'll sound like 1, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, 3, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop. Sing that with me. Ready? Ready, sing. 1, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, 3, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop. 1, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop, 3, bigga-da-bigga-da-bop. That's it. You can do it on one drum. Let's do it on one drum. Just that. Tell you what, put the bass drum on that downbeat, on 1 and 3. Ready, and 1. Got it? Now you can do that over and over. Put on a click and do it over and over. Ready, and 1. Great. Easy, right? And relax. You see that? I'm not pounding. I'm not pounding. Now we're just going to orchestrate that through the toms. The first one's going to be 2 notes here, 2 notes here, 2 notes here. All right? The last one's really cool. We're just going to put the left hand on the mounted tom, and the right hand's going to go back and forth between the floor tom and the snare. Okay, so the first one, play the first one with me. We're going to start with the bass drum. Boom. Bigga-da-bigga-da-bum. That's it. 2, ready, and piece of cake. All right. The second one is the same sticking. We're just going to go here. Ba-ga-da-bo-ga-do-ba. So you're going to end on the snare drum. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and cool, right? Sounds completely different. Try it again. 2, ready, and okay, so we're going to do those 2 in a row. Do them with me. That one, boom, bugga-da-bigga-da-ba, boom, bugga-da-bigga-da-ba. And then we're going to crash on 1. Try it with me. 2, ready, and sweet. Yeah. All right. Single stroke 7s. So we're going to play a little groove here. The upbeat groove. Okay, back to the groove. Ready? Play it with me. Here we go. 4 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and yeah, single stroke 7s. Man, have they ever been so fun. Okay, you got it. Single stroke 7s. Remember to relax. Watch where you hold the stick. You know, relax, let it rebound. Do not pound. Have I told you that yet? Not to pound? Okay, relax, get a good sound. Your assignment is to work on that groove and those 2 fills. And remember, you can always break it down. Work on one thing at a time. If you need to just put it on the snare drum, that's perfectly okay. You can play the groove and then just play the fill on the snare drum until you get it down and then move it around the drums. And then maybe even use the fill just on that drum or reorchestrate it yourself. There's so many options. But the big thing is to slow it down. If you can't get it, slow it way down and play it as slow as you need to, okay? There's no shame in that. Not if you're learning, right? Okay, so single stroke 7s, that's your assignment. Get to it, get busy, get practicing, and have some fun.